And welcome back to Resident Evil Requiem. Let's make our way to the next detonator piece.
He's the wall.
Maybe it's just the lighting and the low quality video that we're looking at, but Leon's hair looked really like jet black.
Damn, they brought in the big guns.
It honestly is just the effect on the man's haircut. It's the natural color of the man's due. That happened in RE4 Remake as well. Those nighttime rainy segments. I'm sure Ashley was admiring him from behind. He was like, what the hell does he put in his hair?
I do kind of miss how shiny Leon's hair got in Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Speaking of which, I've seen a comparison between the models of this Leon between the three games, and it's really fascinating. He bulked up for RE4 Remake. Our boy was eating.
Yeah, he was.
It's been a while since we recorded the last video, and now that the set piece that we did last time is very slowly coming back to me. That was pretty good.
So yeah, we're actually gonna go explore the inside of the apartment complex that's near the base camp now.
Finally we're gonna solve that coin puzzle and meet the Pyramid Head. This guy would kick Pyramid Head's shiny triangle ass.
Also, Leon would not stick his arm into a toilet. He's got standards.
Would he know to drop like a can of or like a case of beer down like the laundry chute or whatever it was?
Please, it was a case of juice.
And the answer is
remember.
yes. The answer is he would just do it intrinsically. This man survived RE2, where he had to do that chess piece puzzle thing. Oh, I didn't even know he could do that!
Done.
I think I learned that in real time that he could do that.
What was that trophy for?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I marked out at that like I was watching the WWE because I had no idea this game had contextual animations like that. You are using a good technique versus these BSAA zombies. That's a BSAA zombie.
I think there was something I kind of intuited, is that, I had assumed when I made the prediction joke earlier, I had assumed that we would be fighting the BOWs that BSAA used in Village and that they've been using recently. I didn't think it would be infected soldiers.
That zombie's got a gun!
Well, it's infected soldiers, and some of them carry guns, and they kind of suck to deal with. Guns hurt.
It does seem to be slightly more fair than it was in 6. Like they're telegraphing their attacks pretty nicely.
And playing through 6, the zombies with guns knocking you over when you lose a health block is infuriating. This game does not do that. It's so much nicer. I don't care if Leon is a superhero who takes chip damage now. Whatever, that's better.
One thing I discovered playing through it recently is that the infamous tripping that happens when you stumble over a corpse, that's only the case if you're running at full tilt or sprinting.
Hey.
If you're walking or aiming, they don't stumble.
Hey, boo.
Hey, Argate, you put a content warning on this for Leon cranking it, right?
Yeah, it's a Leon game. You know cranking it's got to take place. I mean, they teased us earlier with the square crank in the basement. Now, I gotta say, they're bringing it full circle. Now we're in the nostalgia trip.
Full square?
Oh!
Full square, maybe?
I am sad that they don't make you hold F to do that and get an animation of him cranking it.
They censored that one, though. Disappointing.
Oh, Argate's playing Biohazard then, not Resident Evil. I gotcha. Playing the Zero Z version.
One of the parts should be just up here.
Real quick point, I got so nervous when the FOV zoomed way the fuck out here. I was like, when's the spider coming back?
I don't blame you for worrying about that.
Is that just like a scripted thing for this area?
Yeah.
Kinda.
This is beautiful.
Hey, what's that?
Oh!
Oh boy.
So, be careful up here. There are guys with mortars.
I now understand what BSAA stands for. Blow shit all away.
Anyway, there's an item we're gonna go pick up first, so let's go do that before we fully commit to Mortar Town.
That's a smart idea. Leon knows how to avoid a good mortar. I always wondered how the mortars in the castle in 4 didn't hurt him. Now I get
There's
it.
also Mr. Raccoon in here.
He's just immune. What is
I
that?
for some reason, I thought that that exploding barrel there was a blister head with a very giant head.
You and me both. I was like, what is that Capcom Servbot doing here? Oh.
Oh no, red serve bots.
They're pissed off. Servbots with a vengeance. I actually really love this set piece a lot because you thought it was done, but then they're like, well, hang on, you picked up all that shit. Here, have some fun with it. I love the
were you not
conclusion to
able
this
to
little
grab that-
storyline that the BSAA came here and they sucked so bad, they ended up like Half-Life 2 Ravenholm.
Yeah, I mean, earlier we saw a
Yeah.
Zombine, so
Brother, you didn't even know that joke was gonna come back in style.
were you not able to grab that canister earlier because you were holding a two-handed weapon?
Wait, what can is? Oh
No.
no, there was just nothing to throw it at.
Yeah, they the zombies hadn't rounded the corner yet, so
Oh, so it's a bit more contextual than I realized then.
Yes.
yeah, because if
Generally,
Leon,
when the game lets you throw a thing, it's because like you have line of sight and like you are able to actually throw the thing at the enemy.
yeah, like if Leon tried to huck it there, it would have just landed down in this little indoor courtyard thing.
Would have been hilarious, not so effective as a combat strategy if he'd done that. But again, going back to 4 and the castle, like, he knows how to throw a good barrel downstairs. He watched like 100 of them come at him like Donkey Kong. I've
To be
been...
fair though, he pulls levers to get those to come down.
You're right,
no.
and he became the King of Kong.
Okay, so this part can get really stressful because there's like 4 different mortars on this rooftop. So take it slow.
That is not a phrase that's in my vocabulary, mi amigo. I ran through this like I was trying to get to the boomers in Fallout New Vegas. And you can do that, but I lost a lot of health. You should
Yeah.
take cover.
That was my first. That was my first attempt too, because I did not realize that you could see the mortar guys.
And the longer you're out in the open, they lock onto you. So after the first one, you'd better get behind cover or the second one will kill you. Ask me how I know.
So aside from carrying guns, like what other gimmicks do the BSA zombies have?
They do feel sturdier to me.
Yeah,
So they have armor on some of their body parts. You saw some are wearing helmets, and you can max pain 3 it by popping the helmet off with a shot that doesn't hurt them first. Or
Was that
you could do what
is
Argate's
that one
doing and go for the legs
commandeering
to
a
stumble
mortar
them.
launcher?
they have been. Yeah,
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
No,
They
but
have
see,
mortars.
But see, I totally get why that would seem like a completely foreign concept. But again, Castle, they were operating trebuchets.
Oh,
This isn't
boy.
really all that different. Just with more gunpowder. A little more gunpowder, a little more Obama in it, and you've got Raccoon City. Wait, there's not enough drones. I'm sorry.
Capcom's designers clearly realized that we've learned a lot of lessons in the 13 years since Resident Evil 6. We know how to do this kind of gameplay, but good now.
No, you're right. Genuinely. Bringing it all back to 6, I mentioned briefly earlier this game felt a lot like 6, and this is where it started to feel that way for me. They were like, all right, get some explosions in here, and not that many!
Whoa.
yeah, not that guy's explosions.
Jesus.
Yeah, it gets a little hairy.
Nice
But hey,
save,
if
bro.
once you get up to a mortar,
Now it's our turn. Oh, well, not yet.
yeah, we gotta make sure we don't die in a horrible exploding death in the process. Okay, let's try that again.
If we could get a little John McClane in, ho ho ho, now I have a mortar launcher.
This one is a little annoying to use because guys just keep kind of showing up.
There's this video game called Half-Life in which you get to operate a mortar launcher versus aliens, and at this point the BSAA are basically not human. So it's kind of the same principle. Hey!
Oh.
Order fight!
We've
Mortar
upgraded
duel.
we've upgraded from a chainsaw duel to a mortar duel. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
I think you got him.
I got 500 points.
Okay. Why does that remind me of like the second Resident Evil movie with the? Was that in the second one? There's a character who like gets in a car, runs over a zombie, and he goes, "GTA motherfucker, 10
Yes,
points."
that is, I believe, in the second movie.
God.
Oh, they're so good. I watched them all recently in a row, and it just became a slurry after a while.
Yeah.
The grunge rock is one of my favorite things about those movies because it's unending. The whole thing is like a constant Korn album.
Also, I don't want it to go unnoticed. Those were some very impressive dick shots there.
Look, he doesn't need them anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I was too busy going off on my weird tangent to call out Argate's dick shots.
To be fair to Argate, it's actually not his fault. It's Leon, who, after a follow-up, aims directly for the gens. My man, he has a problem with the zombies.
I also just want to point out that there was a different path you can take to get up to this part of the rooftop. Like if you take the little plywood ramp, but that puts you directly in the line of sight of a guy with an SMG. So don't go that way.
Yeah.
All right, so over here is the signal receiver, and would you look at that? We need to repair it, and you know we did get a repair kit.
What am I, an engineer? No quip for that new occupation that he's just completed his degree in?
Nope. I think the repair kit might have just been a screwdriver and some screws.
I'm a soldier,
Yeah.
not a solderer.
That Linus Tech Tips screwdriver kit. I mean, I don't know. One of those guys must have been a fan. It can do anything,
now
man. LTTstore.com.
Now it's Leon's tech tips.
He's not Canadian. Or is it like Nickelback, where like he's mostly Canadian?
Wait. Isn't Nick Apostolides Canadian?
Well, there we go. It all comes full
Ooh.
circle.
Ooh, did you miss a thing? Oh wait, maybe you get it after this. There's some rubble you can blow up with the mortar.
Now, see, Argate doesn't
I
do
didn't
things
know
like
that.
miss stuff and require multiple playthroughs. What do you mean there's optional content?
So you see the building on the right with the little bit of, there's like that tiny room blocked by rubble.
Oh, I never
Oh.
thought to. I never thought
Dude.
to blow that up.
Yo,
Yep.
viewers, you gotta go back a few minutes because it's so obvious in hindsight. It's like a Looney Tunes kind of this will move animated boulder. It looks so blow this up.
Yeah.
I grew up on Spyro the Dragon. I should have known to even just try that. Oh. When Spyro the Dragon gives you a mortar, you point it at everything just to see if there are any walls that you could blow up that lead to an egg or an orb or a collectible.
I imagine it's not quite this bloody though.
Well, you say that, but have you played the beat 'em ups? Because those get weirdly dark.
Until recently, where I played most of the of that remake trilogy, the only Spyro that I had played as a kid was the demo that came with Crash Bandicoot 3.
Yes. Oh, man.
That's about it.
Oh, man.
Sherry, got the signal receiver.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
Damn right your fan base has been growing. There's been a resurgence in Jake Sherry art since I mentioned in that other video. So you're welcome, Internet. Hell yeah, Sherry. Anyway, something that I think is kind of funny there is that she says, I don't have much more information. But I think that we, with our collective brain cell or two, can piece together what the fuck is going on here. Because, I mean, think about it. We found zombies that have EXP on them. And the BSAA have EXP trackers in this infinite paintball arena no one will ever come to again. The BSAA had zombies in containers, and I mean, it's just so fucking morbid. Imagine being you, the real life you, and your city gets bombed and you turn into a zombie, and then some dickhead with a crew cut uses you for 500 XP like it's RuneScape. Fuck!
The BSAA really should have included, like, you know how in the 2000s there were those Microsoft assistant agents, like the wizard and the monkey that came in to replace Clippy. Yeah. There should be one for the RE4 merchant in order to make this, in order to further gamify this little system they've got there in the loot boxes.
Bombzy buddy type shit. You're right.
Bombzy buddy, more like.
But this being the
very good.
But this being the Resident Evil universe, instead of Bombzy Buddy giving you a virus, it just gives you the T virus again.
Oh no.
You know what I could do with a couple of eyeball shoulders? I don't have enough of those. Oh, but what a brutal side story, though. What a brutal little thing. And I like that they do kind of let you piece together the real horror of it like that. Where it's like, you know, if you don't pick up any of the notes and you don't pay attention to the cutscenes, you'd be like, oh, BSAA is just investigating umbrella shit. Well, that's why we're here, but that might not have been why they were here.
Yeah.
I continue to wait for the other shoe to drop.
All I have to say, Englishman, you were right again, you fucker.
Anyway, before we move on to our next objective, there's over here, back in the parking garage towards the sewer facility, there is a place to use the rusty crank on.
Ooh, yeah.
I have no idea, no shit.
Oh, it's censored. Damn.
Nah,
Yeah,
that was enough for me, actually. I finished.
That is the last place to use the rusty crank. It goes away after this. In case people were wondering, like, you know, why do I still have the crank? And it's like well past this area.
I mean, if you use it in too many cranks, you would get a metallic transmitted disease, so it's probably best that you stop now.
You know, Leon already is growing hair on his palms from that disease, so it would get even worse.
He got the hair on his palms from using the crank too often without a hole to put it in.
Well, it's like you said, too many cranks will spoil the broth, but, you know, Leon S. Kennedy is having so much fun. Too many cranks, too many cranks, too many cranks, too many
cranks.
Cranks.
That's a video I have not thought of in about 10, 11 years. Oh, God.
Welcome. You are smarter than me. I was waiting for all these zombies to get up so I could melee follow up them, and in the process I got bit a lot.
Yeah, I think early prevention is the better tactic for these obvious telegraphed ambush spots.
That goes back to what we were just saying about like how prevention is the best measure against the STDs and that kind of thing. The hairy palm. Gotta practice abstinence, Leon, from things like zombie virus diseases. I actually hadn't considered that the Raccoon City disease that he's got right now is so similar to the one he gets in 4, which the reason I bring it up so much is because I've been playing it in between videos. It holds up very well, the remake version. And so,
well, I mean, going by this train of logic that we've been going through, the Resident Evil franchise is very much pro-abstinence because it encourages no damage runs.
Exactly.
No touching.
Literally, you're so right. Someone in the chat or the comments for one of these videos mentioned that he gets bit on the shoulder exactly where he's infected in this game so many times if you get grabbed, so just don't ever get grabbed.
Right. Is that, whatever Leon is suffering, is that still a mystery? Are we supposed to know what that is yet?
It's basically, well, like, they just call it Raccoon City Syndrome.
You're kidding. Wait, I do remember seeing Raccoon City Syndrome once, like in a note or something, but that's what it's actually called?
Yeah, the only commonality between the people who have it are that they were survivors of the Raccoon City incident.
So basically all the protagonists of Resident Evil games collectively have Raccoon City Syndrome.
And are good buddies, you know, but
it is
you're right.
Literally main character syndrome.
It's so
Only the main characters have Raccoon City Syndrome.
No. There were some guys who died off screen who were not main characters, but still had it.
But Argate, do you feel the connection? Do you feel the synthesis? Earlier, the singers.
Connections!
The connections are back! And better than ever!
All right, I can use that.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't trust a zip line.
Something's gonna break this zip line in the middle, then there's gonna be a set piece. Okay,
Nah.
maybe in the next one.
Nah, he learned this one from his girlfriend, Ada. I'm canonizing it, that's right. I did the Jake Sherry thing, now I'm doing that too. Sorry, Claire. What do you think she's up to, by the way, right now? Because we just mentioned that everyone from Raccoon City has the disease. You think Claire is just like, fuck, I'm staying home watching, like, Big Brother, whatever.
I don't know what she's doing, but she's almost definitely got it too. I'm more curious if Jill has anything.
Jill is probably so fucking fed up with this. Like, she started turning gray, and she was like, not again. Just dyed my
She
hair.
turned gray because she looked basically identical to how she did in 1998.
Oh.
In like Dead Island.
Did you just bounce that off your own face?
Yeah.
Yeah, what of it?
That is so perfect. God.
Video games are so awesome. I would have shat my pants.
It was a real comedy of errors, we'll say.
That is the exact phrasing I had in my head. Jesus.
Speaking of shat my pants, that reminds me of something Liquidy said between videos, which is like, it's so easy to pull out the hatchet.
It's not just the username that reminded you of it.
Oh, because you shit yourself in front of the enemy while they're kneeling. It's double embarrassing because you can't put the hatchet away for a second after pulling it out. So the enemy's just like, melee kick me. And you're like, sorry, bro, I'm busy flexing.
Yeah, liquidy poo is what happens when you get startled by an enemy in this game.
You're so right. Fuck, why does this destruction have to be so beautiful?
I don't know, but the art, the background artist like did a bang up job with this wreckage.
I mean, we could wax poetic about it forever. We really could.
Like, I've seen people complain that like the Raccoon City section is like is really drab and boring to look at, but like this is a city that got bombed to fucking hell. Like,
yeah, like how else is a bomb site supposed to look?
There's actually also plenty of little details in it. Like, for example, as we get closer to the epicenter, you're gonna see the tires start disappearing from the cars. They put a lot of love into making it so the closer you get, the more fucked up it is.
Yeah. And what Argate said kind of reminded me of a video that Noah Gervais did on, I think it was on Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, where he basically, because there's a level in that game where it's you're going through New York City that's been bombed by the Nazis, or nuked by the Nazis. And Noah pointed out basically that Fallout has essentially monopolized any potential nuclear wasteland art style, where even if you try to portray it accurately, it's still impossible to do this kind of level without making people think of Fallout, just because of how much of a place it has in popular culture.
I think you're right. If you even tint it green, people go, "Oh, it's Fallout."
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I think pop culture like makes people think that you can, just set fire to spider webs, even though I don't think they're actually flammable, and Ocarina of Time really popularized that idea.
Yeah.
But it seems natural within the clashing elemental systems that a lot of games have. It's not realistic. It's math. It's element math.
Well, I think that it actually is kind of like a Jungian psychology connection in our human brains, where we think like, they weave threads, that is fabric, that is burnable, and it's impassable as a video game object, like these fucking Nathan Drake-ass walls. I actually love this set piece. I'm glad that this was in the background for like 3 videos, because I don't even know. I didn't even imagine you were gonna navigate this.
It's really cool.
You see that toppled building? You can go there.
Todd!
Someone at Capcom, like a level designer at Capcom, just really wanted to show off that they can actually do smooth animations on slopes now. So they just made an entire sloped and slanted building. supposedly could.
Man, you're right. What's that called? Inverse kinematics, where your feet land on the slope properly.
Love a good incline.
They did it. It's Spec Ops. It's going through that sideways building in Spec Ops, including the sand. This game actually does have beautiful fluid animations, though. Like, I honestly have no idea how they did this, because it's so gorgeous. Like, I honestly love segments like this quiet, lonely, danger-free set piece where you can...
Oh, fuck.
Admire the animations in safety. What? What? He's Leon. He wasn't gonna get hit by that.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap!
Okay, so we've got a interesting set piece here now.
I love this. I got by this so hardcore.
So we're fighting on top of glass and it's very fragile, but you can shoot out the glass.
Yeah, but imagine if you're playing this game with tutorials off.
Yeah, and it happens without, you know, without you being forewarned. That would have been
that
great.
glass? You can shoot it.
Oh, and I bet this is appealing even further to your Spec Ops brain, my friend, because what an awesome idea. I love this. This is
I would be
awesome
curious
set
to
piece.
learn like where that particular cliched phrasing comes from when it comes to video game presentations. Like, there's got to be a patient zero for that, or maybe it's one of those things like reviewers claiming that a game makes you feel like Spider-Man, where it was just like one or two people doing it, and then people just sort of adapted that as like a shorthand for lazy or contrived gaming journalism. Maybe like this is the gameplay presentation version of that.
No, I do believe that's actually a direct quote from Todd.
Yeah, I thought that was a Skyrim thing.
See, I only knew it. I only know it as a joke, not like where it actually came from.
If you were killed by that guy, raise your hand.
The guy who fell off from the ceiling?
Yeah, if that's the second hit on the glass, it will break it and you'll die.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to go out of my way to get killed by that guy when I get around to playing this game.
Ah, my
I don't
friend,
think I
you
even
should.
noticed that guy. What?
I had to like free him from the roof. Like he's behind a thing you gotta shoot.
Yeah, I've never
just
looked
like-
up there. Gamers don't look up.
Time to find a way up.
That's the only way that I am emotionally able to play these games. It hurts me so much to play video games with zombies in them. Especially games like this where they speak your fucking language while they're like in their horrible state of undeath. What a miserable thing. But games like this, with their spin kick follow-ups, they make it palatable for softies like me.
Also, I feel I should mention now that we've I've blown up a couple guys with grenades. If a grenade were to go off downstairs on the glass, it basically blows up all of the glass.
Okay, important question. Does the hatchet parry work on the bullets?
I've never been able to do it. I've seen people do it with like an auto parry mod.
As I remember this from 4 Remake, I forget exactly which gun or gun adjacent weapon it was, but there was one where the perfect parry worked on that in 4 Remake.
The JJ replacement with the
The pig
box
heads.
crossbow. That fella. Oh, you can, if you mash, you can parry most of that, yeah. And unfortunately, in his old age, he actually has lost the rapid parry in exchange for the Dark Souls one, where it's just the ultimate counter to any move, except for electronics trouble. I took a little extra time to hop into our Discord call because I was in the bathroom, and what I'll say is that, oh my god, it's incredibly hard to pee when you have an obligation waiting, like a Discord call for commentary recording. I was like, come on, penis! Come on, penis!